Hi, I think it's been a little bit since I've actually introduced myself on here. I wanted to do a quick introduction if we had any new viewers. So I'm Paige, the owner of Paige Barbie Jewelry. I make all the jewelry and sell it here in my store in Nashville, Tennessee. It is designed and handmade by me. It is jewelry that we want you to wear all the time. So it's solid sterling silver, 14 karat gold, vintage inspired pieces that you can kind of layer with heirlooms that you might already have in your collection, or stack up all of our pieces together. I'm a mom of a 2-year-old, and I work in our store about half the week, and I stay at home with him the other half the week and do my best at working while he's napping, and before he wakes up for the day. So I feel like my life is very crazy and hectic, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but come along for the ride and see where we're going. So here is our store. And then my studio is just nestled in the corner. So this is where I make all the jewelry. And then we do offer permanent bracelets once a week in the store. So that's what this is right here. And then I use my welder to make jewelry with as well. So when it's not in use for permanent bracelets, we do jewelry making with it. And then we are in historic Marathon Village. So you can see our super old floors. It's a really beautiful building. If you're ever in Nashville, come visit us. Hi, how y'all doing? Good. So I make all the jewelry in here, and then everything else comes from other female-owned businesses. I just got these new earring cards from Vistaprint. I got them on their hemp blend card, so you can kind of see on the back like the coloration of that. I believe is recycled, so that's why I wanted to pick it out. I think my only complaint is the way that it was cut. My square is kind of off center, and they're all a little different. So some are off center one way and some are off center the other. So I did trim them up a little bit, but I got these because we've done a lot more wholesale orders this year. When we're wholesaling to stores that don't solely do jewelry, they don't really know how to clean our pieces and take care of them, so they do kind of get tarnished sitting on the shelf sometimes. So my goal is to package them in like a cellophane bag to keep from tarnishing. And I know like when people see tarnished silver, they're not really wanting to buy it, understandably. But you know, if it's solid silver, all you have to do is polish it and it looks brand new. So here are some of our earrings on the card. And I haven't ordered the cellophane bags yet, but it'll just go in there and kind of like these pieces. So that'll just keep the air from touching it, so it won't tarnish. That's a little tip for you and for your silver jewelry. Just keep it in baggies when you're not wearing it, and it'll keep it from tarnishing. But I thought the green color is one of our new branding colors, and I thought the silver would really pop against that. So currently, this is what we do all of our silver studs on for our store as well as wholesale. So we go through them fairly quickly in our store, and we do clean them. So we don't really have the problem here, but I have seen that in other stores that do like other items as well as jewelry. The jewelry just kind of gets forgotten about and doesn't get cleaned. So I'm thinking putting them in the cellophane bags will really help the presentation of those in other shops. All right, the store is closed. It was a very slow day. It is Wednesday right after Thanksgiving, so I think most people, traveled last week and over this past weekend, and probably aren't going to be traveling this week to visit Nashville, unfortunately. But I did have a huge to-do list that I was able to mark quite a bit off. I didn't finish everything, but I got quite a bit accomplished. So now it's time to make some jewelry. So I think last week I showed our pebble charms with the gemstones in them. So I'm working on some pebble charms that's going to have initials on them. So I did some earlier this year, and I hand stamped the initial, but this time I'm going to try to engrave it with my XTool. So I might show it in this video if I get to it this week. But so today I'm going to check the solder seams. I soldered on the bail to the silver piece, so I'm going to check the solder seams under my microscope, and then I'm going to kind of grind off any of the excess solder and have that ready for my tumbler. Grinding the charms. So the next step will be tumbler. I don't keep my tumbler at the store, so that'll be something I do at home. And if I think they look good after a tumble, I'll go ahead and do the engraving, but I might want to polish them before I do that. So we'll kind of see how polished they are after I use my tumbler. And I think this was all I wanted to do in the store before I headed home. I've got a lot of computer work to do, and I'd rather just go home to work on that. So I think this was all of the jewelry stuff that I wanted to finish before I headed out. I'd love to know if you're a small business owner, what is your business? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to follow you guys online and support you. So please share what your business is if you have one. And we're at Paige Barbie Jewelry on Instagram if you want to follow us over there. And I think I'm going to do an XTool video where I share maybe some of my settings, and then where I get some of my blanks and stuff. So I know a lot of people have found me through my XTool video, so if that's you, let me know what kind of questions you have about XTool, and I'll try to get them in my next video. And that's a wrap for today. I'm gonna head home, eat some dinner, and probably work on a little bit more.